Ben here from Corner Flag Games, and welcome back to episode number 7 of the Western United Mini Road to Glory Career Mode. So guys, we will kick on with today's episode the same way we always do, with 4 games, and there will be 2 played and 2 simulated games. So what we'll do is we'll jump across now into the calendar and see what games we have on offer for today. So the first game is a game away against the Central Coast Mariners, who are currently sitting bottom of the table. That one comes on the Tuesday night. The following Saturday, on the 21st of March, we do have a home game against the Newcastle Jets. Then we have a little bit of a break before moving into the month of April. On the 3rd, we do have a game against Melbourne City on the Friday night, the 3rd of April. And to close out what remains of the regular season, the final game will be against Adelaide United away at Coopers Stadium. So guys, without further ado, we're just going to jump in. The squad for the first game has been picked, so I will pick up with you guys in just a moment. So guys, moving into the action very early on in this episode, we are going to play this game on the Tuesday, the away game against the Central Coast Mariners. So guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here we are. It's away from home. We are at the Central Coast Stadium, where the Central Coast Mariners will play home to us, Western United. So guys, here is how the Mariners will line up. It will be Mark Berigidi in goal, the back four of Ziki Gordon, Ruan Tonyek, Galafowoko, and Jack Clisby. Holding midfielder in Kim Un-sun, Mario Shabao, Tommy Orr in the middle of midfield with McGlinchey as the cam, Jordan Murray and Matt Simon are the strikers. And here is our lineup. It is a changed lineup. The backup brigade with Philip Kurto in goal, the back four of Aaron Culver, Ursun Gulen, Jonathan Aspro, and Ivan Vojica. It will be Seb Pasquale, and Idra will be as the CDMs with De Silva, Burgess, and Payne as the cams, and McDonald as the striker. And it will be the Central Coast Mariners to kick things off. In this game, we're going to throw on the attacking fullbacks and get them off and running. He's hoping for 3 points against the Jippos. He tries to get one straight forward. Into De Silva. It's gone through to McDonald, who's onside. He takes the strike, but Mark Birighitti gets down to it and pushes it round the post. So it is our first attack, and it's come from Spills from the Mariners. They slide one across. I don't think it was going to touch his foot, though, but luckily they had Mark Birighitti in goal to save it. Going now for us, 14 minutes played. Connor Payne will take it into Ivan Vojica. He's gone central to Pasquale. Inside to McDonald. We've launched one round to Danny De Silva, who tries to turn. Galafowoko will stop that from getting through. We'll get this all the way through now to Pasquale. He finds a bit of space in the middle for McDonald. We've gotten it on to De Silva. Tries to take the strike, but gets brought down by Galafowoko. Just looking for a bit of build-up here. We've found Scotty McDonald in the middle. He turns his man and takes the strike, but it's straight at Birra. And here come the Mariners on the counter-attack. There isn't long left. We are in the first minute of injury time as they get one in. Here comes the goal. Oh, and it's a point-blank save by Philip Kurto. So not many highlights. We were the attacking side, just couldn't break through and get a shot on target in the end. So looks like we're going to go into the break odds even against bottom of the table, which is not good. And at the halftime break, as the boys roll into the sheds, it is Central Coast Mariners 0, Western United 0. So ladies and gents, here are the match facts after the first 45 minutes. So for the Mariners, it is 0 goals, 1 shot, 1 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. To Western United's 0 goals, 2 shots, 2 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. We are beating them out in the passing accuracy with 83%. They're 78%. And the possession battle, AI says all square at 50-50. So guys, without further ado, we're going to jump straight on in to this second half. So it will be the boys of Western United to kick things off in this second half. It looks like we're going to have to fight hard for our 3 points against bottom of the table. It's not looking good for us as we give away possession in a dangerous area, but Daniel De Silva does win it back. He's just going to run with it and have a ping himself. That's an easy one for Birighitti to save. Through the middle of the park here, Scotty McDonald launches that one on. It's found Pasquale who takes a strike, but it does come off a mess of bodies on the way through. It will be a free kick for the Mariners. There's men everywhere here. It's Maxi Burgess. He's not having the greatest game. The Mariners do give away a free kick, and it will be a yellow card to that man there, Tommy Orr. The defensive midfield now. Maxi Burgess waiting for the overlap. There it is. It's come through. It's Culver. Can he get one in at the back? Stick! Birighitti, comfortable save. looked more like a shot in the end as opposed to a cross. Back to Pasquale on the inside to De Silva. Flicks one on to McDonald, but again, it's straight at Birighitti. What can he do? Can he sort of work a bit of space here for McDonald? He does. He's charged into space. McDonald, he can't miss that one. And 80 minutes after we've made all our substitutions, McDonald will go off now for a young Valentino Ewell, who will come on in his place, but he's finally bagged a goal to take down last place Central Coast Mariners. Mark Birighitti's had a fantastic game in goal, so here it is on the replay. It's perfect build-up. They're playing with a high defensive line, the Mariners, and Scotty Mack just manages to get in behind it and just put it to the opposite side of Mark Birighitti. There's no way he was going to stop that one-on-one. The goal does come to Scott McDonald, and that is 4 goals for him now in the A-League this season. So the Mariners will kick off. We have made all 3 of our substitutions, and it's a fairly young trio that's coming on, as Maxi Burgess does win that ball out. Clisby just gets to him first, but Burgess manages to win it once more. De Silva gets it on to Valentino Ewell. What's he got in his locker? He does ping one! Coming on as a substitute, it is Valentino Ewell. He's been on the pitch less than 5 minutes, ladies and gents, and he's already bagged himself a goal. Here it is again on the replay. De Silva just playing a ball through behind the back line as Valentino Ewell does drag all the defenders wide and shoot across goal. And he does get past Birighitti in the end. And the goal does come to Valentino Ewell, and that is his 2nd goal now in the A-League. And there's not a lot of time to go in this fixture. It's a relatively poor showing by the backup brigade. I expected at least a 3-0 win against a very poorly Central Coast Mariners. Doesn't really have a lot of support. As we spray a ball forward now, De Silva gets one on to Valentino Ewell. Tries to get Randy's man, but it's just not enough in the end. And ladies and gents, that will do us after this 90 minutes against the Central Coast Mariners. They did come out and put up a fight. It took us to about 70 minutes to finally get a notch on the board, but it finally does come. And 2 in very quick fire succession will see us take this game out. And at the end, 90 minutes, it does finish up the Central Coast Mariners 0, Western United 2. So, ladies and gents, here are our match facts at the end of 90 minutes against the Mariners. So, for them, it was 0 goals, 1 shot, 1 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. To Western United's 2 goals, 7 shots, 6 on target with a shooting accuracy of 85%. Passing accuracy, we do end up taking that one out with 88% to the Mariners 74%. And we do end up edging the possession in the end with 56% to the Mariners 44%. Okay guys, so we now move into our 2nd game of the episode, and it is a home game against the Newcastle Jets, the lads that I support, and we will be running out the full first team for this fixture. And we end up going straight through it, and in the 86th minute, Zua pegs one on, and we do end up winning 2-1 with a brace to Zua, and a goal from the defensive midfielder for the Jets, Steven Ugarkovic. So guys, it wouldn't be the first of the month without a stupid training injury, and unfortunately this one does come to a first team player for a very long time. And it has come to Connor Chaplin. He has suffered a torn hip flexor and is going to be out for the next 6 weeks. That does count him out. Now, probably for the rest of the season, he'll be lucky to make any extra games. We've only got 2 more left in the season, and we will end up making the finals period, so he's probably going to be in doubt for that too. So, for this game, we move into our 3rd game of the episode, and it is a home game on the 3rd of April against Melbourne City. And we will be running out the backup brigade for this fixture. I know they are high up on the table, and that we are probably going to lose this, and we do! We could absolutely smack 3-0, 2 by Noon, and 1 by Metcalf sees us go down in the end. Okay guys, so here we are for the final game of the regular season before we end up going into the finals series, and we are away at Cooper Stadium on the 8th of April to Adelaide United. So guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here it is. We're on the road again for the final game of the regular season. We're at Cooper's, where Adelaide will play host to us, Western United. Alrighty lads, so here is the Adelaide United lineup. So it will be Paul Izzo in goal, the back four of Morono, Jakobsen, Elsie and Michael Maria. 3 in the midfield in Riley McGree, Mirko Boland and Konstantinopoulos, with Blackwood Kitto and Christian Opseth up front. Here is the Western United lineup with one change due to injury. It will be Philip Kurto in goal, the back four of Risdon, Deng Martins, and Gabar. Figuerea and Ursum Gullum will step into the defensive midfield for us, with two attacking mids in Kone and Diamanti, and Zura and Berisha will be the strikers. And it is a last chance hurrah as we kick things off for the final game of the regular season. We did struggle against Adelaide in the early parts of the season, and I dare say that that may be a case again in the end, but I'm pretty sure we've got the A-League title wrapped up, well, for the regular season anyway. I don't think we can be caught on points by Sydney FC anymore now, as Figuerea holds things in the defensive midfield, looks to go forward into Berisha, into Zua, who looks to find Berisha on the pump. He takes one from outside the box. Paul Izzo, it's straight at him in the end, and he puts it round the post. Here it is on the replay. Does well to create space between the defenders in the end, and Berisha may have been able to get one forward, a couple of steps further forward to get that strike off. And we'll get a corner, 6.5 minutes in. Diamanti will take it. He just locks it in. We've got a man here at the back stick. It is Kone. He does take the turn and the strike, and he does manage to hit the back of the net. And here it is on the replay. Diamanti, they try to head it away in the end, but to no avail. They can't get it outside their box. It falls directly to Kone, who just turns very swiftly and gets that one in behind Paul Izzo. And the goal does come to Panagonius Kone. That's 13 now for him in the A-League. And it will be Adelaide 8 minutes in to kick something off. They did look strong coming out of the blocks early on. So far, they just weren't there defensively. Just fell a bit asleep at the wheel in the end. Will be Figuerea. He's just going to run with it in the end. He gets chopped in the way. Oh, and no, we can't have another injury. Not now, please. Not now. Not towards the end of the season, please. We've already got one out. Mirko Boland, Risdon. He's up. He's looking a bit ginger. Who is it? It's Figuerea. He's taking a knock. Not another defensive midfielder as Gullum comes forward, takes the strike. Jakobsen gets in the way. Berisha header. But Izzo with the theatrical save. McGree tries to lock one in down the line from Morone to chase. Morone with the first time cross. Can we win the header? There's two of them there. Oh, Kurto comes out. Kito does manage to win it in the end, but Jesus Christ, that was deadly. Iago Martins. That one's straight through to Berisha, onto Ursum Gullum. Back to Berisha, and it's into Figuerea. Can we find Berisha once more? We do. Can he lock it off? Oh, Izzo gets across with a great save. Just waltzes through. Can we find that ball there? First time, Zua takes the strike. And an Izzo who pushes it round the post. So he did well. Figuerea does well to work some space here. Finds it on running Zua from a very deep lying position. And he strikes it first time. Izzo puts it round. Mirko Boland does get it, and that will do us, ladies and gents, for the first half. So we come out firing early on, but yet again, so did Adelaide. They didn't make it easy for us. Just their compact midfield three in the end, making it tight for us to get round. And as we roll into the sheds at halftime, it is Adelaide United 0, Western United 1. So, ladies and gents, here are the match facts at the halftime break. So for Adelaide, it is 0 goals, 0 shots, 0 on target, with a shooting accuracy of a big fat duck, to Western United's 1 goal, 6 shots, 5 on target, with a shooting accuracy of 83%. We do hold the passing accuracy stakes with 84%, to Adelaide 76%, and we do hold a little bit more of the possession with 56% to us, and 44% to Adelaide. So guys, without further ado, let's smash on with the rest of this game. Okay guys, so it will be the lads of Western United to kick things off in the last 45 minutes of this game. Now, some of you, the astute people, may have already noticed as well, is that we have slightly modified our formation due to the knock to Figuerea. We have now gone with a 5-3-2 formation, so we have also taken Figuerea off and brought on another attacking midfielder in Danny De Silva. So we did have Ursum Gullum, who is a centre-back by trade, in playing as a central defensive midfielder, but he will now shift back into a back five. As De Silva manages to stop that, it will go out for a corner. Philip Kurto will punch, and it will fall to Alessandro Diamanti, who's just going to absolutely springboard it here. What's he got? Does he have any support? He drills it back to Berisha, who takes the strike first time. But it is wide in the end, and that could have seen us gone too clear against Adelaide. As you can see, he takes the strike, but absolutely scuffs it and drills it well wide. As Ursun Gulam does take the free kick. It will be Adelaide who do make a substitution, bringing on Ben Halloran as Tommy Deng tries to go up the pitch. Can he find a ball to Josh Risdon, who takes it down the line? Nobody's there! Oh, Danny De Silva does strike it at the top of the box. We've been calling for things like that all season. It's just a little bit too high for him in the end. I figured that might have taken a deflection too to go wide, but it's a great attempt. And it will fall to Tommy Deng in the end to try and launch a counter-attack here. De Silva does come away with it, and he's gonna look to run straight through. Oh, tries to knock one on himself. Oh, no good. Maria will get away with it in the end. But he does manage to win it though. There's some Gulam straight through the guts. Pasquale finds it a ball to Berisha. Diamanti, can he find De Silva? Who's running on, but Izzo comes out, rushes out to claim it. Gets one into Constantinopoulos. Vinny Leah goes to Al Hassan Torre. It's Constantinopoulos. Nobody's there. Kito. That's a great save in the end. And we get away lucky with the final shot in the game. It does hit Kurto square on. That could have been very shaky moments for the second 45 minutes. It was a grueling one. We did have to grind out the win in the end, going all defensive. I will not be using that formation again. That is very dangerous for us, inviting too much pressure. And at the end of 90 minutes, it does finish Adelaide United 0, Western United 1. Okay, guys, so here is how the match facts looked after our 90 minutes against Adelaide United. So for them, it was 0 goals, 1 shot, 1 on target, with a shooting accuracy of 100%, to Western United's 1 goal, 9 shots, 5 on target, with a shooting accuracy of 55%. We did hold out with a very decent passing accuracy with 83% to Adelaide's 78%, and we do win out with the bulk of possession with 55% falling to us and 45% to Adelaide United. So guys, here it is. It's confirmation that we've won the regular A-League season. So guys, get your big signings out, get your checkbooks out. We've won a whole $75,000. How pitiful. So guys, we'll now move into the Hyundai A-League league standings. So what it is there is a main league, and then there is a set of elimination finals, and then the grand final. That's how things sort of work in the A-League. So what we see right now is how things ended up for the regular season. So we end up on top, scoring the most goals and conceding the least, which is bloody amazing. And we finish out on a points total of 69 after playing 30 games. Sydney rock up in second. Third will be Melbourne Victory. So it will be first and second that don't have to play the elimination final. So I'm pretty sure it's third play 6th and fourth play 5th. Don't quote me on that. But it's the top 6 people will make the elimination final. So Victory do finish in third on 55 points. And Perth in fourth on 52. Adelaide in fifth with 40. Melbourne City in sixth, rounding out the top 6 with 38. So those not making it in the elimination finals this season, it will be the Wellington Phoenix who finish in 7th on 34 points. Western Sydney Wanderers 29 points in 8th. 9th will be Brisbane Roar on 25 points. The Central Coast Mariners will finish out with 25 points, losing out to the Brisbane Roar with goal difference in the end, and unfortunately holding up the foot of the table, the wooden spooners for this A-League season. It is my lads, the lads of Newcastle, the Jets, who round out the last place. Moving across now into the eliminations finals, and I was correct. It will be Melbourne Victory who will face off against Melbourne City in another Melbourne derby. And Perth will face off against Adelaide United. Okay, guys, so the first part of the elimination finals are done. Us and Sydney don't join in the finals race until the semi-finals. We get an automatic berth. That's what first and second place does for you. But here is the results of the elimination final. So Melbourne City get one over their rivals in the Melbourne derby against the Victory. They take that fixture 1-0. And with Perth and Adelaide, it was a 2-all stalemate after 120 minutes, but the Perth Glory do prevail, winning 4-3 on penalties. And we'll now move across into the semi-final draw. And we have drawn Melbourne City. So it's going to be another Melbourne derby in the semi-finals. I'll make sure that we get the first screen rocking for this one. Sydney FC will also face off against Perth. So the winner of these two games will fight off against each other for the A-League Grand Final. So guys, that is going to wrap things up for today's episode. So in our next episode, it will probably be the final episode of this current season. Whether we win, lose or draw in the end, somebody is going to win that grand final. It could be one of any of 4 teams, but we will play host, first of all, to a Melbourne Derby semi-final. And luckily for us, this game, we will be playing it at home at Wyndham Stadium as well. So I just want to finish up by saying, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and leave your comments and feedback down below. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tick the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. For all those that aren't aware, please jump on and join in all the fun and in all the banter on the official Corner Flag Games Discord channel. Links will be on screen and in the description below. And for all those that aren't aware, we are starting to do a couple of live streams now. We're doing some chill streams with the new Modern Warfare, and we are also doing a Helsingborg subscriber career mode where you guys will choose what we do in that career mode. So that will be streamed on both Twitch and on YouTube. So make sure that you hit the notification bell to be notified for when I go live on YouTube, and make sure that you are following on my Twitch, and the link for that will be on screen and in the description below. And I'll be back with the next episode of the Western United Mini Road to Glory career mode very, very soon.